Hey everyone, Rick Williamson here. How are you doing today? Hope everything's going well. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to get some really high quality paid traffic to your website. And this stuff really isn't difficult. I promise by the end of this video, you're going to be able to go out and apply this stuff and drive some good traffic to your website. So I'll show you 3 traffic sources that we're using in our own businesses that are working really well for us. And I will guide you through the campaign setup so that when it comes to doing this stuff for yourself, you're crystal clear and know exactly what to do. So with that being said, let me tell you what is so cool about paid traffic. So the first thing about it is that it's instant. So if I create a web page, I want people to find it really quickly. I don't want to have to wait for Google to index it and wait for people to start finding it on search engines. I want to send people to it really quickly so that I can gauge whether or not it's working and whether or not I need to tweak or change it. And paid traffic allows me to do that. It's also completely controllable, so you get to decide how many people you want to send through to your website based on how much money you want to spend. So it doesn't have to be costly and it doesn't have to be scary. And I highly recommend starting with a small budget and working your way up from there. It's also consistent and reliable. Now, if you're relying solely on search engines, organic listings to bring all of your traffic to your website, then you've not got a consistent, reliable business basically, because overnight Google can change their algorithms, and also overnight you can lose your ranking. So if you're ranking on page 1, you could lose that really quickly, and people might not be able to find your website anymore. So the fact that we can get consistent and reliable adverts in front of people with paid traffic also means that we can get consistent, reliable sales in our business. So I love that about it. It's also really, really scalable. So once something's working on a small scale, and I'm sending people through to the website and they're converting either to leads or to sales, I can very, very easily scale that up and scale up also the number of sales that I'm making in my business. So that's a real advantage of paid traffic as well. It's also abundant, so the more paid advertising that you do, the more you realise that there's just a never-ending source of places that you can advertise. So you're never short of somewhere to put your ads. Now, despite its really bad reputation, it's actually super simple. And if you're anything like me, I am a massive traffic geek though, but I actually find it a lot of fun. And I think it's because I feel like I've got complete control over the amount of people we send through to our websites, and complete control over the sales that we make. And I'm actually a massive control freak as well, so that's probably why that appeals to me. So there are basically 3 different types of paid traffic. The first one is called pay-per-view traffic, and this is when we pay to have our ad displayed in front of people. So we might pay $5 to have our ad displayed 1,000 times, and whether or not anybody clicks on our ad, we're still going to pay the $5. So the second type is called pay-per-click traffic, and this, as the name suggests, is when we pay every time somebody clicks on our ad. So if our ad's displayed 1,000 times but nobody clicks on it, we're not going to pay anything. The next option is called cost per action traffic, and this is a little bit more of an advanced option because you can blow a lot of money very, very quickly. So you've really got to know what you're doing with this one. But it's basically we go to a cost per action network and agree a price with them for a certain action. So the action might be acquiring a new lead, for example, and they will go out to their network of marketers and get us as many leads as we want for the amount of money that we've agreed. But the 2 most common traffic options by a million miles are the first 2. So things like Facebook ads and Google ads and YouTube banner ads, they all fall into these first two categories. And the three traffic sources that I want to show you today are all pay-per-click traffic. They're all really, really simple to use, and I think you're gonna love them. I think you're gonna be able to go out and get some mega results very, very quickly. So with that being said, let's fire up the internet and get into it. Okay, here we go. So the first advertising platform that I want to show you is called Bing Ads. And it's basically a super cost-effective alternative to Google Ads. And as you're about to see, it's really, really easy to set up, and it's quick to set up a campaign. So the first thing you need to do is type in Bing Ads sign up, something like that, into Google, and it's going to bring you to this page. So you need to sign up, create yourself an account, and I believe they even give you a $50 voucher to get started. So the first few experiments that you do don't even cost you anything. Okay, so the kind of ads that you're going to be able to display on Bing, it's basically when somebody types a term into either Bing or Yahoo. So say we type in wedding, something like that. Let's be a bit more specific. Wedding gift. These the top posts are adverts, basically. You can tell they're ads because it says ads there in that section. So these are ads, and along the right hand side, these are ads as well. So this is what we're going to be creating in Bing. These will display in Bing and in Yahoo. So once you start the sign up process, you're going to get redirected. You'll be actually prompted to set up your first campaign, and you'll be directed to this page. So I'm just going to walk you through exactly how to set up a campaign. And we're working on a client's website. This is the website. They make man-made diamonds, really, really cool products. So anyway, I'm going to create a campaign for them. So campaign name, I'm going to call it Anata, which is the company name, maybe Anata number 1. Time zone, I'm going to leave it as GMT. Campaign budget. Now, I strongly suggest that you start small with this, maybe $5 or $10 a day, something like that, until you get things working nicely, and then you can increase it from there. So I'm going to leave that at £5 or dollars, whatever country you're in. Language, I'm going to leave that as English. Locations. Now, we get to decide where we want our ad to be displayed, as in which countries. So you can select the countries, browse, and select whichever countries you want to exclude or include. But for this example, I'm just going to leave it as UK. Advanced location options, so I want to show my ad to people in my targeted location, so I'm going to click that one. Okay, this bit is actually creating an ad, so you've got a little preview of what your ad will look like in the right-hand column and in the main column. So the ad type, leave that as text ad. So a text ad is exactly what I've showed you here. So we're going to leave that set as text ad. Ad title, this is the main title here. So for this example, to save a little bit of time, I've actually already put the title together, so I'm just going to copy and paste that in there. So Lab Diamonds versus Mind. Now you've got to be a little bit creative with this because they really don't allow you many characters. So have a bit of a think about it, what's going to grab the attention of your market, what people are searching for. The ad text is what appears directly below. Again, I have already put the text together. So I'm going to, again, you're pretty limited on characters here. What I've got is find out why Lab Diamonds are far superior to the Mind alternative. So it's just an expansion on your headline, basically, just to draw people in and get them to click on your ad. The display URL is what you want to be displayed. It's not necessarily the URL that you're going to send people to. So I'm going to click Anata, can't type and talk.com. And the destination URL is where you actually want to send people. So this is the destination URL that I want to send people to. which is basically their homepage, which is that one. So that is where you want people to go to when they click on your ad. Okay, so now we are on the keyword section. This is super, super important. We've basically created our ad there, and we now want to load in our keywords. Now, if you've not already done the keyword exercise that was in the first video, I strongly recommend that you do that before you create your first ad. Just in case you're really defiant and don't want to go back and do it, I'm just going to show you what keywords actually are. So the keyword is the thing that you actually type into the search engine. So wedding gifts, wedding gift bags, wedding gift ideas, these are all keywords. One of those, the entire phrase is actually counted as a keyword. So it's really important that you know what people are typing in to find, what people are typing in to find you, basically, to find the service that you're offering. So we're going to load up. We've already got our keywords from the keyword exercise. So I'm just going to copy all of those. We want to leave the bid type as keyword text. The other option, leave it as keyword text for now. You don't need to worry about the other option. And enter keywords, so we can literally just paste all of our keywords in from the keyword exercise. Then you want to click add. And what that will do is magically load all of these keywords into this box. Now, this is really, really important. There's a few things that I need to cover here. So the first thing is the bid type. So the options that you've got for each keyword, you've got first page bid. Now that's the amount of money that you're going to need to pay to get your advert displayed on the first page. So that's the one that I would recommend sticking with. Mainline bid is the amount of money you need to pay to get your ad displayed in the top. I think it's the top 3 positions. I'm not sure about that, but it's in the top positions anyway. The best position bid is the amount of money to get your ad displayed, number 1. The ad group bid is basically you get to set an ad group bid. So say I wanted to pay like 30 cents, something like that. I can then sort of arrange for all of these keywords to be ad group bid. So you don't need to worry about that at the moment, but it's there for a reason so that you can use it later. Custom values just in case you want to put something in that's custom. So for now I'm going to leave it as first page bid because that's really what I'm interested in, getting my ad onto the first page of Bing or Yahoo. So the type, the search type, this is really, really important too. You want to set that to exact match and unclick broad. So the reason we want that is we want to make sure that when somebody types in exactly this thing, our ads appear. So lab created diamonds, our ad is going to appear only when somebody types that exact phrase in. Now, if we were to put it as phrase or broad or content, our ad's going to display when somebody types a variation of this, and we don't want that. We want that to be set to exact. So go through all of the keywords, and this is a bit of a pain to be honest. They've not put an option where you can just sort of do this for all of them yet. In this section anyway, you can do it later, but go through all the keywords, set those to exact. I'm not going to go through them all because there's just no point. You can see what I'm doing. Let's do one more. That will do. So you get the point. All of them need to be set to exact. Now, the bid amount, you need to basically decide how much you're willing to pay for somebody to click on your ad and come through to the website. So if I wanted to set a maximum of 50 pence, I don't want to pay any more than 50 pence to get somebody through to my website. I go through all of these bid amounts here, and I can see how much Bing are wanting to put my ad on the first page. So for synthetic diamonds, they want 81 pence. Well, I'm not willing to pay 81 pence. So I'm going to change that to 50, which is the maximum amount that I want to pay. And it changes its custom value there, as you can see. So go through all of these, make sure that none of them are higher than the amount that you want to pay. So as you can see, most of them are way less. There's some super cheap traffic available here. So created diamonds, 9 pence. There's not many people bidding on that keyword, so it's really cheap. So I'm just going to quickly go through these, make sure there's no really expensive ones. I mean, to be honest, 78 pence really isn't expensive, but I don't want to. I want some cheap traffic, so you might choose to set that at 20 pence if you want, if you want really cheap traffic. So set all those to what you're comfortable with paying, and set all of the match types to exact, which I haven't done. I'm aware of that, but I'm just going to carry on anyway so I don't take too much of your time up. And I'm going to click save. So what that will do is hopefully save everything that I've done. So as you can see, they're now all saved. So coming down to the next section. Now, this search network bid, this confused me for ages. But what that is, remember how I told you about this ad group bid thing? Well, that's what this is. So this is the amount of money. So say, I'm just going to set that at 50 pence for now. The content network bid is the amount of money you're willing to pay Bing to display your ad on. It's basically websites that they're partnered with. So the majority of your ads are going to display on search networks, but Bing can also display your ads on websites as well. So I'm just going to set that as the same amount. So it's not going to cost us any more. So for somebody to click an ad wherever they click it. But the really important thing is whatever you put in here is overridden by the bids that you just loaded up. So unless you set these options here to ad group bid, this overrides what you put down here. So it doesn't make a huge amount of sense how they've laid it out, but that's basically it. So you don't really need to worry about that too much. Advanced targeting options. Now you get to choose the schedule and demographic and genders, things like that. So I'm not going to go into this. It's pretty self-explanatory. All of these things, all of these extra options, you really don't need to worry about these things. But if you want to sort of dig a little bit deeper, you can just click the question mark and it's going to tell you exactly what they're about. It's pretty self-explanatory, to be honest. So that is literally it. That's the entire thing. So how long did that take? Maybe 5 minutes. And I know I'd done a little bit of preparation, but you can literally have something set up within sort of 5 minutes on this network. It's really quick. So once you've done all that, click save, and that is basically it. You'll be able to go to. I'm not going to do this because I've not finished setting the ad up yet. But you'll be able to go to your campaign dashboard, and it will show you which of these keywords is performing really well for you, and you'll be able to sort of get rid of any that aren't performing well and put new keywords in, and you'll be able to create different ads as well. So we've only created one ad here. You'll be able to create different ones and sort of split test ads against each other, see what's performing the best. But for now, the basic setup that I just showed you is literally all you need to do. Have a play about with the network, and you'll get to know it, and you'll be able to have some fun and get some traffic to your site. Okay, so secret traffic source number 2 is a website called adknowledge.com, and this is super cool. It's even more simple and straightforward than Bing. And you literally can have a campaign set up within 2 minutes on this site. So the most difficult bit is actually knowing where to go to create an account. So I'm going to show you that right now. So go to adknowledge.com, hover over advertise, go down to related content and click it, and then go to want to get started. Now their related content, it calls it YARP for some reason, a bit of a strange name, yet another related post plugin, but anyway, that's what it's called. So want to get started? Yes, we do. So let's click that. Ignore this top stuff. Go down to the bottom of that form and click sign up today. And it's going to take us to this page eventually. Okay, so getting started. So just fill this form out. It's a short form. And click get started. And it's going to take you to this page to create your first campaign. Same as Bing, it wants you to just get started straight away and start creating campaigns. So I'm gonna use the man-made diamond example, just the same as the Bing ad, so you can sort of see what's going on. So campaign name, I'm gonna call it Anata. Let's go with that. Start date, I'm gonna say I want to start it today. Why not? End date, let's run it for a week. You need to really leave your campaigns running for a few days to let them get some momentum. It takes a while. It takes a few days for results to start coming in. Your ads will start displaying pretty quickly. Most of the time within 24 hours, sometimes within an hour. But to get some proper sort of feedback on how your advert's doing, you want to leave it running for a few days, really, and sort of monitor it daily and see how it's going. So daily budget, let's set that as $5. Let's keep it small. We don't need to go crazy with this. Like I said, keep it small and we can work up from there. The bid amount, well, they're recommending 10 cents. So I'm not going to bid more than 10 cents. Normally they recommend sort of more than you actually need to bid, so you could probably drop that. But 10 cents is super, super cheap traffic, so we're gonna leave it as that. The campaign type, leave that as URL. Tracking parameters, this is just if you want to sort of track how different traffic sources are doing for you. So you don't really need to worry about that. There's a lot of different software to track. But you don't need to worry about that. That's a subject for another video. So you can leave that blank. Geo-targeting. Again, as with Bing, you can choose specific countries that you want your ad to be displayed in. For this example, I'm just going to leave it as all, US and international. Traffic type, now you get to differentiate. You actually can with Bing, but that's another option. You get to differentiate, choose all mobile or desktop. So say I want to display my ads to desktop only, so I'm just going to click desktop. Actually, no, I might want it to be displayed on mobiles as well, so let's leave it as that. And click create campaign. And it should create our campaign. Okay, so within each campaign are adverts. So now we're going to create an ad to go in that campaign. So add URL. Let's go back to our page where we want to send people. Let's copy. Oh, on one, gone back to Bing. So let's copy, find the page where we're on, and paste. Display URL, exactly the same as Bing. So that's the URL that's going to be displayed on our ad. The title, again, is the same as Bing. So I'm going to choose the title for my ad. You can choose whatever you want. It's exactly the same setup. The description, I'm going to keep it the same. So let's copy and paste the description. So that is pretty much it. So if I wanna put a picture on my ad, some of the places that this network displays ads, it's a network of websites that all receive super high volumes of traffic, and they sell advertising space. So this network, this AdKnowledge stroke YARP, they have access to a lot of advertising space on websites that receive really high volumes of traffic. So we can choose to put a picture on our ad, and where it's applicable, they'll show our ad with a picture. That's so that's really cool. So to do that, we don't need. I don't think we need to do that, or maybe we do. Maybe they've changed that option. So you do now need to put an image on your ad. So choose a file. I think it gives you the ad size when you do that. Let's just choose it for now. Let's have a look. Okay, so my computer is really slow, so it's gonna take a while, but it's gonna bring up your all the media options, and you can just pick a picture from your computer, or you can enter the image URL. That's also an option. So I'm not gonna create this ad in this example, but it literally is now just a matter of clicking create ad. Now, there are no keywords to load in. So you might be wondering how does it know where to put your ad? Is your ad just going to get displayed anywhere? Well, the answer is no. This network will put your ad in the most likely places that people are going to click your ad based on the words that you use in the title and description. So it will pull your keywords out of the title and description and intelligently place your ad in the places that it thinks you're likely to get the most clicks. So you don't need to load up any keywords, you don't need to do anything else. You literally click create an ad, and that is it. You can monitor it from your dashboard and see how many clicks your ad's getting. I love this network. It really doesn't get any more simple than this. So that is secret traffic source number 2. And now we're going to move on to the third and final traffic source that I'm going to show you. Okay, so the next traffic source I want to show you is called Udemy. First of all, are you getting how simple this is? Do you see that you can literally go out and get traffic to your website the same day? Super easy. It's really not difficult, and you can do this. You really can. So I genuinely hope it's useful for you. So Udemy allows us to send out emails to other people's lists of customers, basically. So we can write an email with a clickable link within the email, and we can ask these people in different niches. These people have got huge lists of customers and leads in different niches, and we can go to these people and say, can you send out my email to your list, and can you get me 1,000 clicks or 100 clicks or however many clicks on the link in our email? So that equates to visitors to our website, basically. So we say, look, I want 1,000 visitors to my website. There's the email. Can you send it out for me? And they will send it. You pay per every time somebody clicks on a link in your email. That's when you pay. So if somebody sends an email out for me to their list and nobody clicks on it, I don't pay. So there's no risk involved. It's brilliant. It's a really cool traffic source. So I'm just going to very quickly run through how it works because it's really simple. So if I go to find sellers, basically I've got a big list of sellers here, and there's some filters at the top. So these are people that all have pretty sizable lists of customers, and they are willing to send out my email to their list and charge me when somebody clicks on the link in my email. So I can filter by these different things. So date means this is the date basically that they will get me the clicks. So I might want my clicks like tomorrow or today or whenever, so I can specify that. I'm just going to leave that as any time. Clicks any, so I can choose the number of clicks. So if I want to get like 1,000 visitors to my website really quickly, Clicks means visitors, basically. When I say clicks, I mean, clicks on a link that goes through to our website. So I can say, well, I want a decent amount. I want 1,000 visitors to my website today, so I can specify that. So it will show me just people with really big lists, basically. Price, I can say, well, I'm willing to pay any price. That is the price per click. So the price that these different sellers are going to charge you per click is displayed on the right-hand side here. So it varies quite a lot, as you can see. So I can choose something really cheap if I want, or I can just leave that as any. Accepting, that's the amount of time that they will take to review the email that you want them to send and get back to you and say, whether it's okay or not. Generally, it is okay, unless your email says something really horrendous and they don't want to offend the list too much. So I might want somebody to get back to me in 24 hours if I'm impatient like I am. In fact, I might want somebody to get back to me within an hour. So I'm going to leave that as any for now because they generally get back to you pretty quickly anyway. So rating, this is about the rating that the sellers have. So Udemy, it's like social networking basically. It works a little bit like Facebook. The sellers accumulate a rating, so if they're really experienced, they get a veteran rating. So I might just want to use veteran sellers. Veteran sellers are pretty likely to have good quality lists. Now, the niche, this is really important. So this is the niche that these people are in. So these guys might have a list of people that are interested in internet marketing or finance. So the niche, you need to select the niche based on what you are trying to sell. So for the man-made diamonds, this would be a little bit tricky because I don't really know what niche is likely to respond best to an email that's trying to sell people man-made diamonds, for example. I could use the rationale that people who are interested in electronics are likely to have money and likely to be interested in diamonds. I don't know, it's difficult to say. But it becomes a lot more clear with certain niches. So for this example, I'm going to pretend that I'm selling a supplement that wakes people up in the morning. So for that example, I would pick health and fitness. It makes sense that people with lists of customers that are interested in health and fitness might be interested in my supplement. So that's what I'm going to use for this example. Now, it will then bring up a list of sellers that have a list of people that are interested in health and fitness. And you can then, here on the right-hand side is a little bit of information about them. You can then dig a little bit deeper, click on Liz, for example. Let's have a look at Liz. Pixelated picture Liz, which doesn't really tell us much. It's got a bit of basic information about where the traffic is from. So I can see that most of the traffic is from the US, from the looks of it. It looks like pretty good quality traffic. They call that top tier traffic. So generally in the little profile description that people write, so Liz has written this herself, 70 to 85% tier 1. So tier 1 is the top 5 countries, so US, Canada, UK, Australia and New Zealand. So that's what that means. It gives you a bit more information and it gives you some super valuable feedback. So these people have bought a solo ad. That's what this kind of advertising is referred to, solo or email ad. And these people have all asked Liz to send an email out for them to her list, and they've left some feedback. So purchased 200 clicks and received 214. 0.85, I'm not sure how you get 0.85 of a click. Anyway, opt in and made 5 sales. So it gives you some feedback about the quality of Liz's list. So if I want to buy a solo, if I want to buy an advert off Liz, all I need to do, if I want Liz to send an email out for me rather, I click buy solo, and it will, this is the email that you want to send out, so it's just populated that with the last email that I sent, so I'm just going to get rid of that. As always, I have prepared the copy for my ad, so let's click that. This is going to be my title, how to supercharge your energy. So that's going to grab the attention of the right kind of people. The copy for my actual email that Liz sends out for me, I want it to say this. So the idea, let's just get rid of those spaces. So the idea here is this is your opportunity to make sure that the people clicking on the link in your email and going through to your site are actually likely to buy, are going to be good quality people. So it's kind of a bit of a pre-frame. It ensures that you're going to get good quality traffic. So do you feel full of energy in the morning? Do you wake up and spring out of bed instantly? If that's me, I'm thinking no, I don't. So I'm going to read on. If you do, this probably won't be of much interest. But if you're anything like me and feel like a total zombie first thing in the morning, then this is definitely going to help you. So I would then read on. Click here to find out how one simple change is going to change this and that for you. So I can put a link, I can turn that into a link to the website that I want to send people to. Click here to find out how. So let's say I've just put a supplement website. This isn't my website, I'm just using it as an example. So say I wanted to send people through to this website. So I copy and paste the link into here. So highlight that, insert or edit link, and paste the link that I want to post. And I'm also going to put a link in at the end. I would advise putting more than one link in so that people definitely see it. It's just going to make it easier for lists to actually get clicks on my email. So save. So now to place the ad, I choose the number of clicks that I want. Say I want blah, blah, blah. Say I want 500. I want 500 people to come through to my website. So I say to Liz, right, Liz, I want 500 people through. I want 500 clicks on these links. These are just some filtering options to basically make sure that the traffic is high quality that she sends through. So only top tier, 61p per click. I'm not going to bother with that. It looked like pretty good quality traffic anyway. We might as well click the free filters because they're just going to up the quality of traffic and it doesn't cost me anything. You don't need to worry about that too much. And this is the price that you're going to pay per click. So 39 cents per click per visitor to my website is what I'm going to pay Liz. So that's pretty cheap. If I want to do more business with Liz on a regular basis, I could always contact her direct, and I'm sure I could come to some kind of arrangement and get some even cheaper traffic. So here's the total price. So all I need to do is click order, which I'm not going to do now. Fund my account. I forgot to mention with all of these ad sources, you need to fund your account. Naturally, you've got to pay for it somehow. So click order, fund your account, and that is literally it. I go back to my solos and Liz will accept this copy that I've given her, hopefully. Hopefully she'll accept it in an hour or two, and then she will send that email out for me to her list of customers and followers, and I'll start getting some clicks. So it's super simple, really, really easy to set up. The clicks, the visitors that you get to your website tend to be very high quality with this traffic source. So I'd definitely advise it. So I hope that's been useful for you, and dive in and give it a go. Okay, there you go. So you've now got everything that you need to be able to send tons of really high quality traffic to your website. But hang on a minute, because before you open the floodgates, it's really, really important that you're able to convert that traffic into sales. So in the next video, we're going to tell you exactly how you can do that really effectively. We'll actually be showing you how to convert your website into literally a selling machine. It's really, really cool, really quick, really easy. I think you're going to love it. One more thing, I'm going to tell you how you can get permanent access to the video training series that you've just been through, because as I'm sure you can appreciate, we've just given away quite a lot of information and we can't leave it on the internet for too long because we're intending on selling it. So I'll tell you how to do that so you can refer back to it whenever you want. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video.